Alrighty. So, once again, as yesterday, when I did my live stream yesterday, I had told you guys that it was probably going to be short because I was waiting for my actual backup gig that I had bought to go away, and it has not since it's still there. And it recently updated about an hour ago on my actual account, showing me that I only use like 400 and some odd megs, which I find really fucking hard to believe. But then again, though, I keep forgetting that whenever I stream for about an hour off of this application, it only really uses like, I don't know, not that very much. And one way I could have actually double checked though is I could have just looked at the day that I got the gig up until fucking today, and I'm able to see precisely how much I pretty much basically have left. I should have checked that, but I didn't. So whatever. But anyways, as I said before, this is going to be another short stream. That's why I called it Killing the Cat, but I just put a 2 in the middle there because I'm trying to get rid of this extra gig. And I haven't really been utilizing it at all for really anything outside from streaming. So, fuck it, man. I mean, shit, if I got more time on my phone, hey, why not? Why not give it a live stream, right? Why not give it a live stream? So, as I said at the beginning of this video, if the video chops up or just randomly ends or whatever the case would be, then you'll begin to understand as to why. Sorry, gotta blow the nose. I'm still fucking sick, man. I don't know what the fuck I gotta do to get rid of this fucking goddamn freaking cold. I'll never understand, dude. Like, this is a curse to me, dude. I've never been this sick. I have never been this fucking sick in my life, man. Like, for this long. Like, this is starting to get fucking goddamn ridiculous now, dude. Like, legit. This is getting fucking annoying now. But I digress. But like I said, I'm going to be keeping my eye out for that fucking, that message pop-up, man. For Freedom Mobile, so that way I know how much memory I got left and how much I don't got left. But before we do, let me go ahead and share this video out, because I know fucking YouTube is bunch of homos that take fucking forever to fucking actually fucking, or don't want to for whatever reason, don't want to share my shit, so fuck them, I guess, right? Let me just put down that I'm live. What the hell? Alright, there we go. Okay. Tweak that out. Let me post this in the, no. I'll post this in the, roundtable chat too as well. So I re-downloaded, the Xbox version, not re-downloaded, but, the Xbox version of Hunter Call of the Wild. Now, you guys know, that I originally had played this on the PS4, and I absolutely love and adore this game. It's definitely one of the best hunting games that I've ever played, including all the classic ones that are on PC too as well. Like, nothing comes close to being remotely as good as this game. And surprisingly, though, since the last time I played it, a lot of of the game has definitely been improved. A lot of DLC has come out that I definitely want to get my hands on, and all that crazy shit. I like the fact now that they have like an actual trophy room now that you can actually get, but sadly it's locked behind DLC. But thankfully, though, it's only like what, $4. If you're a Game Pass member, you could buy for like $4.50 or something like that, $4 and some odd cents. I definitely need to cop that because this game is so fucking addicting. Like, once you get into it and you start like fucking learning the mechanics and you understand how to properly like hunt for shit, like, this game becomes an addiction fucking factor. You know what I mean? And there's 4 maps that came out that are not part of the base game, which I'm kind of salty about, but what can you do, right? There's not really a whole lot you can do with that. But yeah, there's like 4 new maps. I definitely want to get my hands on those fucking maps. And shit like that. There's a trophy room that they added, which I cannot get access to. Even though I see it at the pause menu, but it asks me to buy the DLC, which kind of sucks, but whatever. But I definitely want to get my hands on that DLC so that way I can actually keep certain fucking things that I kill. Proper kills, like not ones that are like I shoot in the back of the fucking dome and end up breaking its fucking spine or some shit. Nah, no, nothing like that. But I love this game, dude. This game is so fucking addicting. But they also came out with this feature. Basically, it's called the Hunting fucking Club. It's like a beta thing that they anybody can fucking can get access to it as long as you accept like for the beta and shit like that. But basically, what it does is it's kind of like an online thing where they give you daily, weekly, and monthly tasks, and you get rewarded for completing the tiers within that task. Like for example, the one that they gave me for the week is I pretty much basically have to get high rated kills, like high rated fucking things or animals that I have to fucking get. And depending on like what weapon you're using, because certain weapons will not give you a trophy at all, period, because fucking you're using the wrong weapon to kill that said animal. So, for example, I can't use my revolver on a fucking deer. You know what I mean? Because that's not the right weapon for that trophy. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, it's one of the best fucking hunting games that I've ever played in my life, dude. Man, if you're into hunting games and you want a really really good one, I highly recommend that you do not skip out on the Hunt Call of the Wild because this game is fucking phenomenal, phenomenal as fuck, dude. See, this is why one of the main reasons why I can't stand fucking streaming first thing in the morning, dudes, because like nobody gets my notification. Like nobody gets it. Like I don't understand. Like I can stream at like 3:30 in the morning, and people will see my notification. But if I stream between the hours of like 7 a.m. to fucking no, between like 6 a.m. to fucking like 9:30, 10 o'clock around there, nobody gets my fucking notification. That's twice now that I've actually have streamed during this like around this time period, and nobody gets my notification. So that's something that I got to keep in mind, man. Definitely something I got to keep in mind. Because to me, I think that's fucked. At the end of the day, I think that's pretty fucked up. That YouTube does not send out a notification to fucking any of my subs, man, to let them know that I'm streaming. Like that's fucked up, man. What's up, bad latency? Okay, what's up, Don? There's actually is a deer hunting season for pistol where I live. Fucking, but who hunts deer with a pistol? Right? There's no range on that shit, dude. You need a rifle for it, man. But it is possible there, bad latency. It is extremely possible because this game also has the ability for you to place down like these little hunting ground things, whatever the fuck you want to call it there, that allows you to go inside of them. And then like you can like literally stay out of that thing exclusively. And fucking like if you know like let's say for example you happen to come across like a feeding ground or a sleeping ground, whatever you want to call it, and you end up getting there before the time frame, set yourself up and then you just like this game is like it's got to that point where it's like it's so realistic, dude. Like you have to worry about your scent, you have to worry about a lot of your shit, but you can't kill a deer with a fucking revolver. It's not what you're supposed to be killing it with. You know what I mean? What the game that's on your screen there, Dante? Hunter Call of the Wild. One of the best hunting games that I've ever fucking played. Love this game of death, dude. And it's so satisfying, man. Like when you're sitting there and and you hear like these little weird sounds, right? And you stop, and all you can hear is like the wind going off, whatever the case may be. But then when you pay attention, you can see like especially if you're hunting rabbit, right? If you're hunting a herring, and you can hear like the actual thumping they do. You know what I mean? Because that's how like they give out a warning calls, like they thump on the ground, so you can hear like a little thunk sound, right? And when you hear that, if you stand still, you can either fucking see them or you can actually hear them. You can hear that they're actually going away from you or if they're actually coming towards you. If they're coming towards you, you don't move. Take out your fucking goddamn revolver, and there you go. You got to in like a free kill and stuff, dude. But it's really, really cool the way this game is designed, man. Cabela, nah, dude. Cabela didn't really hasn't really released a lot of games this gen, dude. Like the last Cabela game that I played that was truly fucking fun to play, surprisingly, was the one that was on the Wii U. The one that came out just for the Wii U itself, and I think it also got released last generation too as well. The Africa one that I currently have on the PS4 is dog shit. It's more arcadey than it is realistic wise. But this one here, when this one came out, it came out on PC first. And then fucking, because I used to watch a buddy of mine who I'm subscribed to, the Outer Middle Show. He used to play the fuck out of this game, same with like The Forest and whatnot. So this game and The Forest were like the two big games that I couldn't wait to get a console release. So when this game finally came out, I bought it day and date on PS4. I'm playing it on the Xbox right now, but fucking, dude, this game is so fucking addicting, dude. I love it. Definitely my favorite hunting game that I played yet to date. And I played a lot of hunting games, dude. A lot of them, especially on the PC side, like all those Deer Hunter ones and shit. But this one definitely takes the cake, man. Like, the graphics are fucking stunning. Probably the best looking game that I've seen on console yet, man. Like, next to, like, fucking The Order or God of War. But, like, just, like, the way the game is designed and shit like that, dude. Like, it's fucking amazing, man. And another cool thing that I like, though, about this game is that if you're in an area for too long, right, and you fired your gun, like, let's say 3 or 4 times, that part of that map, like, gets, like, a fucking, when you look at your map, it shows you, like, the areas that are, like, heated, right, meaning that, like, there's a lot of, like, a higher chance that animals will not return back to that place until that place starts to wear off. And I kind of dig that. I kind of did that. So you're not really able to camp in one spot unless like you go to an area first that you've never been to, haven't fired your weapon yet. You happen to see some deer, plant your ass down, use an actual fucking call, get them closer, and then like shoot them or use a bow. I like using the bow. The bow is probably the hardest weapon in the game to use, just because you have to be close range in order to get it. But it's definitely worth it because it doesn't congest the actual area that you're in. So, but yeah, man, fucking if you're a fan of hunting games, dude, don't skip out on this game. This game is fucking dope as shit. The only outdoor sports, I wouldn't really call it sports, but the only really outdoor hunting related type kind of games that I've been trying to find like a really really good one for is fishing, and I've yet to find one yet. I've played like that Fishing Planet game, that free to play one that came out. That one fucking sucks dick. I'm not a fan of that one. And plus the way like that game is for free to play, like you literally have to buy real life shit with real life money in order to get anywhere in that game. So fuck that game. Um, then you have that Dovetail fucking fishing game, which is actually pretty good. That one's not too bad. I don't mind that one. What's up, Dollars? How you doing, buddy? I wish they had the Pro Bass games come out for consoles, man. They only ever released like I think like 2 or 3 games. One that I believe that was on the PS2 and the Wii, I think it was, and then there's also one on the PC too, but that was about it. Those ones I actually like. I like the actual Pro Bass official fucking fishing games, but a lot of the fishing ones that came out this gen, dude, are fucking garbaggio. Oh, hey, you guys want to see something cool? That's what I had for breakfast yesterday. I had two big ass fucking wimpy fucking burgers for breakfast yesterday, man. That shit was good as fuck. They are, what's the size of them now again? I think they're like, what, 10-ounce burgers, I think? Or something like that. The patties is like fucking huge on those motherfuckers, dude. But goddamn, are they ever fucking good. That's why I bought two of them yesterday. Plus, I haven't had a burger in a long time, so I was kind of craving for a hamburger. So I was like, fuck it. Why not? Oh, also, another thing that I really dig about this game, too, as well, is that they really pay attention to sound. Like, everything sounds authentically. When you fire your rifle or your pistol, like, the sound that it makes is, like, fucking loud as hell, man. But it's supposed to be like that. I wish this game deserves a VR mode. Deserves a VR mode. And it's funny that you bring that up, man, because I hadn't played this game in a long time, so when I was downloading the Xbox version, I had went on the actual official website to see like what new stuff they added to the game, like bug fixes and shit that I remember from like when I first played on PS4. And I remember seeing on the forums a lot of people want to see this game go into VR, dude, because this would be a perfect game for fucking virtual reality, man. So it would be nice if they actually could turn this game into a VR experience, kind of like what they did with Everybody Golf. Yeah. I agree with you 100% on that bad latency, man. Like, the first time you shoot your fucking, like, the actual revolver you start off with in this game, dude, Jesus Christ. If it wasn't for my bad hearing already, dude, man, that shit would actually pierce your fucking eardrums, dude. Like, it's that loud. It's crazy. So, yeah, that's definitely going to wake up Mama Bear from, like, a couple miles away. Definitely gotta, I could be curious about that shit, too, as well. You know what I think is the most disappointing PlayStation game to get released this generation? And this may come as a surprise to you guys, because I guarantee a lot of you guys didn't even bother playing this shit or skipped out on it, man. Everybody's Golf, right? Which is pretty much basically Hot Shots Golf. It's just called Everybody's Golf in Japan. The one that got released this generation, not the VR one that recently came out, but the original version of Everybody Golf that came out like 3 years ago. That game was a massive, massive, massive letdown for me. Just because of the fact that they locked, courses behind paywalls. And there's only fucking four courses that you get to fucking play on, which is really fucking stingy for a Hot Shots Golf game, dude. So yeah, that's definitely probably the lowest highlight for me for this generation for Sony. Would definitely be that game because they did players on that game real fucking dirty, man. Do I think that Blair Witch game would have been better with VR? No. Here's the thing about that Blair Witch game, right? A lot of people are going into that game or thought that game was going to be a jump scare fucking infested game, kind of similar to Outlast and shit like that. No. Blair Witch is a psychological horror, and that's exactly what they predicated that game on. Yeah, there's a couple jump scares here and there, but like a lot of them are very predictable. But it's not meant or designed that way. It's meant to fuck with your head. That's what a psychological horror does. And I think a lot of people, or a lot of people have gotten so accumulated to jump scares like Outlast or fucking, you know what I mean? Or a lot of like those VR title shit ones, you know what I mean? But no, Blair Witch is actually not a terrible game by any means. At least when it comes to Blubber and stuff that I played from them, I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty decent. Shotguns are definitely louder in real life. Oh, dude, hell yeah, they are. I haven't used one in this game yet, though, but I can only imagine, like, the sound's gonna be fucking ear piercing, man. The silent bomb of gaming is still tired as hell, but I am here. What's up, Jamal? How you doing, buddy? I'm okay, thanks, Fatal. Will be what? I had depression tablets this Sunday. Coming in, I have to see a doctor when I can get to see the doctor. Oh, okay. Hey, as long as you're fucking being, as long as you feel, you're doing well there, they're Don and fucking everything too as well, you should be good. Well, good morning, good looking. How are you there, Snow Bunny? Yeah, it's not a terrible game, dude. Like a lot of people will tell you, man. It's not a bad game for like if you'd ever played fucking Observer, like that's probably I would definitely say the highlight of Blubber Interactive, man. Like that game was fucking phenomenal because it literally felt like I was playing um like an actual a spin-off to Blade Runner. Like 'cause it's all cyberpunk related and shit. Oh, I got a fart. No, never mind. That was a fucking slow one. Yeah, but man, it made it though, man. Like, that game, like it's like Until Dawn, right? Like that's the only reason why I haven't got it yet. I'm waiting outside my job to go into work. Goddamn, girl. Yo, how's the weather over there? Hopefully the weather's not too bad over there. It's fucking freezing over here, dude. Yo, over in Saskatchewan, they already got fucking snow already coming down there this week and shit. And that fucking pisses me off, dude. That means we're gonna have a fucking early ass fucking winter, dude. Yo, what's up, Brett? How you doing, buddy? Oh, like I said before, same thing as yesterday. If my stream starts to buffer and shit like that, just let me know in the chat so that way that's how I know that my stream is pretty much practically done. Like that gig is out of the way. That's why I keep checking my thing until I see a little a message from Freedom Mobile to let me know that my gig is being used up and whatnot. I'm surprised it hasn't yet, but then again, no, I haven't really been using my data on my phone at all for really anything at all outside from streaming. So not really surprised. Hold on 1 second though, guys. I do gotta take a piss. I'll be right back. 1 second, man. All right, sorry about that. All right, just making sure. Same engine as Until Dawn, but yeah, it seems like a similar theme. Just no Wendigo, as far as I know. Yeah, I kind of ruined that game for myself too, as well, because I sat there and I watched all the character deaths and shit like that. So I kind of spoiled it for me, but I don't care. Yeah, Code Vein is out now. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's definitely on my list, man. I believe me. There's a lot of games that are on my list, but when you're limited to money and stuff like that and shit like that, and you got friends you got to pay back to as well, fucking can't really be buying anything. Which is why I keep telling people why services like Game Pass can definitely be useful for that. You know what I mean? Until you get the money put aside. Then once you get the money put aside, then you buy the games out. But there's a lot of people out there that think that renting a game and then buying a game after you rent it doesn't make any sense. And I definitely give the finger to those people that think that, because that's just stupid. Because how is that any different than going over to your friend's place and they have a game that you want or that you don't have and you want like shit? You play it and then you like it. You know what I mean? It's like it's like you're test driving the game. You know what I mean? And that's what I use Game Pass for, man. You know what they should do? Fucking, if I actually had my way, right? Or if I was in charge of Game Pass, here's what I would do. I would actually change it so that way, A, it's actually cheaper a month, not fucking more. I would probably charge like no more than $5 a month. But every game that's on Game Pass has a limit that you're allowed to play each game for about fucking up to a max of, let's say, maybe 5 hours tops. And then once that game runs out, fucking of time, then you can fucking buy it outright or just move on to the next game. You know what I mean? But then again, though, nobody would buy into that shit. That's the downfall with it. Nobody would actually buy into that crap. But like I said, man, not everybody's gonna fucking use that service, man, like the way I use it, man. But fuck it. You can't force people into fucking doing shit that you don't want them to do or that you do want them to do. Life doesn't work that way, my guy. Well, see, here's the thing, right? Like, and a lot of people still keep forgetting this shit. Microsoft is the one that is funding these projects. Like, I'm pretty sure that it wasn't Coalition that came out and said, hey, you know what, we're going to spend our own company's money on this game. I think Microsoft funded these projects outside for the ones that are already being worked on now, like Outer Wilds and fucking, or Outer World, sorry, and like Wasteland 3 and shit like that. Those games, no. But like a game like Gears 5 is probably fucking definitely funded by Microsoft itself. So that way, when they do put on the game on Game Pass, Microsoft is the only company that takes the hit. Now, here's the thing. With Microsoft, with all their revenue that they make based on virtually like everything, fucking on the Xbox side from their, Xbox Live, Game Pass, whatever you want to call it, it's probably going to be more than enough to make up for what they paid for fucking whatever you want to call it. Because remember, you guys remember fucking a while back, and this went under the radar like really, really quickly. A couple months back, Capcom did their financial briefing shit, right, to to analysts and shit like that, right, or their investors. And they said that there was a $93 million one-off IP fucking investment that somebody fucking did for Capcom. Capcom didn't specify who it was. Now, the analyst that was actually there covering the shit basically said that it was for an actual service. Now, I bet you my life, because that same month, no, 2 months later, fucking, look what happened. Fucking Capcom releases Devil May Cry 5 on Game Pass. How much do you want to fucking bet that Microsoft is fucking gave Capcom that 93 million to put DMC5 on Game Pass. And if that be the case, shit, that's quite a bit of fucking money, dude. To put a fucking game like that on Game Pass, dude. Yeah, I think fucking like that's what it should have been. It should have been more of a demo service or a trial service. You know what I'm saying? But again, here's the thing, right? The only games that are going to be affected by it are pretty much basically day and date games. Now there are indie studios that release their stuff day and date, and those are mainly the main games that I usually look forward to trying out the most, just because I love indie titles. Microsoft, on the other hand, fucking like with like Gears 5 is a perfectly fine game. Like, there's nothing wrong with that game outside from them overcharging people for their microtransactions, which I'm against, by the way. And I'll never support microtransactions. I don't buy microtransactions no matter what game it is. That's the reason why when I made those two videos, because, I mean, nobody else is going to actually make videos about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not going to go out of their way to say, oh, hey, yeah, fucking look at the microtransactions in this, but I don't care. I paid $2 to get into this service. Now, fuck that noise, dude. Like, regardless of what you pay to get into a service or not, man, like, you should still be able to speak about it. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what I did. And yet the ironic thing is, though, is that I actually got fucking flack for fucking me making a video like that, which to me is kind of lame. Because here's the thing. If Gears 5 was the only way to play that shit, was through that service, that you had no way to buy a physical copy of it, or even like buy it digitally wise, then I wouldn't have said shit, because I wouldn't care. You know what I mean? But the fact of the matter is that people are buying this game, or playing it through a service. More people are probably playing it through a service, but I'm saying in the sense that if that people wanted to buy it, and I know those people are out there that have went out and actually bought Gears 5, that still stands for something. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to me, a lot of people don't realize that, man. Like, a lot of people need to understand that whole entire core philosophy, man. That, like, I'm basically telling you guys fucking why fucking these microtransactions suck ass. You know what I mean? Like, they're overpriced. I wouldn't really say that it's going to be bad, though, because, like, here's the thing, right? And I tried to explain this the other day, but I don't think a lot of people actually quite understood it. Um, these acquisitions that Microsoft picked up, right? A lot of you guys think that it's just fucking garbage, filler, fluff, games that are not going to be worth your time of playing, and investments and shit like that and whatever. But here's the thing: companies like Undead Labs and fucking Obsidian, In Exile, and Ninja Theory, their games are not going to be big budget games that that people are going to be fucking doing whatever. I mean, look at Hellblade. Hellblade costs the fucking fraction of what a AAA game fucking costs, and look how well that game was designed. A lot of people look at it and say, "Oh, that game was fucking trash." No, fuck out of here, dude. For what Ninja Theory did with Hellblade, on the budget that they actually did, made some fucking AAA developers look like fucking goddamn Fisher Price, man. Like, real talk. You know what I mean? And here's another blessing thing, too. The less budget that these developers have to spend to make a game, the more they can take risk in their games. The more that they can actually add more shit to their games. You know what I mean? Like, okay, look at all the stuff that we're playing nowadays, right? Like, especially from like the RPG side of the world. You know what I mean? Like, look at games like Witcher 3 or fucking Elder Scrolls fucking Shitrim or Fallout games or whatever the case may be. They're very casualized. They're down, like, you know what I mean? Like, again, it's not a bad thing because, you're trying to make as much money as possible, right? But now when you have a game, say like Bard's Tale, for example, Bard's Tale 4, that's a game that doesn't even have half of the goddamn fucking, or a quarter of the budget that Skyrim has, or the quarter of the budget that The Witcher 3 has. But yet that's a game that has more depth behind its characters. It's got more depth behind its RPG mechanics, which is a massive thing that I look for in an actual Western RPG, because at the end of the day, that's what makes a good credibility of an RPG. or good character development too as well, which The Witcher has. Skyrim does not have, because Skyrim, let's be honest here, is the worst Western RPG game I've ever played in my fucking life. Well, at least in that franchise it is, because that game sucks chode. Where the girl's at? I have no idea, Burner. What the fuck? Like, Snow Bunny's in here, say hi to her. Like, shit. Whatever you want to call it there. You want to play that mode, you have to pony up. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, these games, like these developers that Microsoft bought out, right? Like, their main three fucking showmanship that are gonna, like, where you're gonna see, like, Microsoft really invest money into a budget is Gears, Halo, Forza, and possibly maybe Fable if they bring that back. You know what I mean? And that game takes off again. But as far as like what you're gonna see from like Obsidian, In Exile, Undead Labs, Compulsion, freaking Ninja Theory, whatever. I mean, look at Ninja Theory. What's their next game? Bleeding Edge, a game that of course everybody went after Microsoft's head for, thinking that they're the reason why they're forcing Ninja Theory to make this game, blah blah blah, but without any form of actual evidence to back that up. Now, there are logical reasons as to why they would assume that, given the fact that Microsoft is very heavy on, multiplayer and so on and so forth, but it doesn't indicate that Microsoft forced them to do anything. And plus, after watching the interview on Inside Xbox the day after E3 that none of you guys watched, outside from maybe me and Burner probably watched it, if you pay attention to that interview, yeah, there's no way you can tell me that Microsoft forced them to do this shit. Not with the way the girl was talking about the project, how passionate she was about the project. And for those that actually got invited into the actual beta, and people say, it plays like fucking Overwatch. It plays like Overwatch. It plays nothing like Overwatch. Nothing like Overwatch. The only similarities that are there are like the heroes that you choose. That's it. But it plays nothing like it. Plays nothing like it at all, man. I wouldn't even say that Ninja Theory will end up like BioWare, honestly, dude. I think fucking Ninja Theory is going to be fine. I think a lot of people are jumping the gun. And honestly, truth be told, I don't blame people for jumping the gun, especially the way Microsoft has gone this generation. But I truly believe, and I want to believe, that I think that these developers are going to be fine. I think these developers are going to have the freedom to make whatever the fuck they want to make. I mean, look at Wasteland, right? You know what I mean? That was a game that was, it was crowdfunded. Not through Kickstarter or that crap, or Indigo, but it was actually, I forget what the site was called before Microsoft bought the company out. And yet, that was a game, like if you were to go back and look at earlier footage of fucking Wasteland 3 compared to what it looks like now, it's night and fucking day. Night and fucking day. And Microsoft fucking helped In Exile with that project to make it better, to make it longer, to add new features to it. You know what I mean? If this was a game that Microsoft wasn't going to put any effort in behind and just release it as a shitty fucking Game Pass game, they wouldn't even bother fucking expending their own money on a game that they never even originally fucking designed in the first place. It's not really even their IP per se. It is now, yeah, but before that, they wouldn't fucking add to it. They wouldn't make the game play better. They wouldn't make the game longer. If anything, they would make the game even more shittier. But they're not. They're investing money into a fucking project. They expanded on the project. They just bought an actual new plot of land to build Ninja Theory's new fucking studio. So they're doing something, man. They're doing something. They're definitely doing some good shit, but it's the content that has to be convincing to consumers, right? You know what I mean? And that is something that definitely we can all agree with. The content is key. Content is vital. Content is what attracts us to these platforms, and that's what we have to invest money into. But, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But at the same time, fucking like, when you look at a game, say like Quantum Break got ridiculed across the board by, most people that played it. I personally loved it, but that's just me because I'm a big fan of Remedy. Now look at Control. Control came out August, right? August NPD's fucking top 20 games that sold the most in the month of August dropped. Control is not even in the top 20. It couldn't even outsell fucking Assassin's Creed Odyssey. The shittiest Assassin's Creed game to date. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Man, that's what I heard too as well. I don't know if that's true or not, though. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. But here's the thing, though, right? Like, when Wasteland 3 comes out, you know what I mean? Like, most people are not going to blink an eyelash at that. Even on the PS4 console side, most people on the Sony side are not going to blink a fucking eyelash at that game. Not because the game is bad, not because fucking, or whatever the case may be. It's because the majority of people, when they take one look at that game, it's not going to be, okay, this game is not my cup of tea. Or it looks too complicated to play. Or I don't like these types of games. You know what I mean? Like, that game is going to fail on both platforms regardless. However, the difference is that there's going to be more of an engagement, and I hate using this fucking word because I'm going to get ridiculed for it, especially with Spartan in the chat now. But that game is going to garner a little bit more attention because of a service like fucking like Game Pass. That kind of shit like that. Now, when it comes to Microsoft's fucking full frontal games, Halo Infinite should not even be on Game Pass day and day as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? If you want to keep something for Game Pass, keep it just indie-wise. Keep it indie-wise. Or put games up there that you know that consumers are not going to blink an eyelash at, like indies, or games like Wasteland. But keep Halo, keep Gears, keep Forza off that service. Fuck it. Keep those games fucking off that service day and day. But they're not going to. Because they want people to be part of that actual fucking service, man. They don't want you buying shit. I mean, well, they do want you buying shit, but nobody is going to buy any of that shit. It's called research there, Spartan. I mean, for fuck's sakes. For the last 2 years consecutively, this year and last year's E3, they promoted Wasteland 3. People know what it is. People know exactly what the fuck it is. But they either don't, they choose not to remember, or A, they never paid attention at all, period, to the conference. Just like a lot of people don't pay attention to anything Microsoft does. Here's the thing, Game Pass is not ruining gaming because it's the exact same thing as what PS Now is. I mean, why not? We always compare it to PS Now, do we not? So now when you go to Game Pass, right, outside from day-and-day games, a lot of people say, oh, well, these day-and-day games hinder sales and shit. Okay, yeah, that I do agree with. However, with that said, you can say the same thing for all the games that are already up there fucking previously. Because you're going to have somebody out there that may not even know that a certain game even existed until that game got on that service. Same with PS Now. You know what I mean? Now we have downloadable titles on PS Now and shit like that. So a person can go on there and say, holy shit, I didn't know that this game was on here. Let me download this game and see what it's like. And that game becomes a potential fucking sale, but that person doesn't buy it. The same rules apply, except that PSN doesn't get day-and-day titles yet. But that will change next generation. And you guys will see what I'm talking about. Not their big titles. It's mainly going to be indie titles at first. Then eventually you'll start seeing some of their bigger titles go up there. Then when that happens, Sony fans are definitely going to fucking praise that shit like Sony did something good for the industry, right? I mean, that's what they fucking do, because anything that Microsoft does is wrong and it's bad, it's terrible. But as soon as Sony does it, it's like fucking second coming of Christ. Thank you there, Spartan. But that's the thing, though. It doesn't cheapen the current first-party games for Microsoft. That's the thing. Like, do you think Microsoft would have actually sat there and invested money extra into a game that's going to be on both platforms? Why would Microsoft do that? Why would Microsoft waste their fucking time? No, here's the thing. No, listen to what I'm saying. Why would Microsoft waste money, right, in expanding a fucking developer and giving more assets and more fucking time for them to work on a game that would be considered nothing more than fucking Game Pass filler? Like, that's going against that grain. You know what I mean? If Microsoft only gave a shit about that, they would have never gave an Exile any extra money at all, period, to put towards and making fucking Wasteland 3 a better game. They would have never did shit. Now, as far as what Gears is fine. Gears is perfectly fine. 12-hour, 14, 13-hour campaign, multiplayer. The only thing that's pissing me off about that game, though, is them fucking screwing over people for microtransactions. That's about it. But you already get that, though, with games that you guys are already playing with anyways. So that point's irrelevant. Nothing changed. Nothing new there. Just Microsoft's perspective is fucking greedy as shit because Microsoft's a bunch of fucking fuckheads. Same with the Coalition. Lower those prices down. They shouldn't be that fucking high. Fuck out of here. Because he likes Game Pass. Yeah, for the most part, yeah. It's not even $25 for a skin. It's $15, but those skins are now ironically gone off the actual storefront. But why do they raise it up? What, to make fucking amends fucking me for Game Pass? No. Definitely not that. Because an extra dollar is not going to fucking do anything. I made that video because I think it's fucking stupid for them to do that. But how's that going to do anything for them? Microtransactions are so unpredictable when it comes to users, man. I never buy them, but I know a lot of people that do buy them. But you can say that for virtually any big AAA game that's on the fucking market. Look how many people bought microtransactions for fucking Uncharted 4. And that game is nowhere near a fucking goddamn service in sight. Nah, not even that, because that whole entire aspect, I mean, okay, fine. If that is their way of making money back, that's a terrible way of doing it because that's so unpredictable. In fact, you're basically pissing off people to even want to buy those microtransactions. So how the fuck are you going to make money back on something that most people are fucking fighting against, or most people don't want to see the actual point go up? But, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they really wanted to be greedy and they really wanted to make their money back, they would have did way worse fucking shit in Gears 5. Way worse shit. They would have put fucking weapons behind a paywall. They would have did a lot of dumb shit like that. But they haven't yet, though. Yeah, but here's another thing you're also forgetting, too, as well, Spartan. Believe it or not, there's a lot of people out there that did not pay $1 to get access to that. They might have had a fucking Game Pass for an entire fucking year already, my guy. And therein lies the problem with Microsoft right there. With them not coming out and showing any numbers, that's why. That's why Microsoft fucking gets fucking, the way they fucking do all their dumb shit. Because nobody knows. Nobody fucking knows. And on top of that, there were some territories that didn't even have that $2 fucking ultimate fucking Game Pass fucking shit too as well. Look, I get it that they need to make money back. I get that. Well, technically, Microsoft needs to make money back because if Microsoft is the company that's funding these projects, which they've already said they were going to, then Microsoft is the one that has to fucking make the money back. Not In Exile, not Obsidian, not fucking Coalition, whatever the case may be. Should have had multiplayer after launch. Actually, I would have been down with that there, Spartan, to be honest, if Days Gone actually had a multiplayer. That would have been actually pretty cool. That would have been pretty cool. I don't know if that. I think they are. I know on the Amazon.ca website, their consoles are not discontinued like they are on the fucking American website. I really wish that these devs would be more honest. And this goes for all developers, by the way, to see what a budget is for their games. Because in Hollywood, they fucking let everybody know what the budget is for their movies and shit like that. Why can't developers do the same thing for video games? Like, don't you guys think that would be a little bit cool to see that shit? Like, outside from what they tell us, but, like, we'll believe that, and then the very next minute, they'll say something else, and then we don't believe them on that front. Like, what the fuck? The industry works in a really weird fucking way. But again, so do we as gamers. We work in a really, really awkward way. One minute we believe something, and then the next minute they say something else, and then we don't believe them after that. Like, what sense does that make? Like, what can we believe and what can we not believe? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of things that need questioning, but a lot of things that have answers, but the answers are just speculation at this point. Meanwhile, at the same time, we'll never know how many digital copies of Gears 5 sold. Microsoft is never going to come out and actually ever tell us. Like, I would like, the numbers that I would like to see is how many people bought Gears 5 through Game Pass. That's the number that I want to see. That's the number that definitely piques my interest. Because I know there are people out there that would actually buy the game through that service outside of myself. But we're such a small ass core group of people that do that shit. Like sometimes I question and I wonder, it's like a lot of these third party games that we play from a AAA narrative, man, is like, yo, is this game, like, how big is the budget on this game? And here's the thing, like, EA is a prime example of a company that lowers their budget with every installment of their fucking games. At least their sports titles. But they still fucking charge you a AAA fucking price for it. Huh? Why? Because all they care about is making that money through that fucking stupid ass goddamn Ultimate Team fucking shit. That's all they give a fuck about. That's where their investment in fucking all their money comes from. Yo, Spartan, I'll tell you this right now, dude. Hold on. All right, we're still good. I'll tell you this right now, Spartan, dude. I'm not looking forward to fucking Halo Infinite now, though. I'll tell you that much. I really am not. No, they do. They do. But that's always been a push for Microsoft, though, regardless of we like it or not. I mean, go back to the OG Xbox. Look how many games got ported from PC to Xbox that never saw a PS2 release. Yeah, yeah, bad latency, yeah. That's mainly what I'm concerned about, man. When I was a kid, I rented video games all the time. Didn't gaze fucking to wait for garbage like fucking game fraud, fucking where you can't even pick the games that you want. Well, see, that's the thing. Like, you don't invest into a service until you see a game that you want. There's been several months, man, where I never even paid for a month of Game Pass, man, because the games that were coming out that month were dog shit. Or they're games that I already own on the PS4. Or even on the Xbox, for that matter. There's been several months, man. The only reason why that I'm keeping Game Pass as far as Ultimate is concerned is for fucking Gears. That's it. Because that's the only multiplayer game that I care to fuck with right now. I'm taking a break from it because I fucking played it way too much, but it's still going to be my go-to multiplayer game. Just a reminder, Game Pass wouldn't exist if games were selling on Xbox. That's true, but at the same time, I don't necessarily say that I want to believe in that. Because I think that was also part of actual fucking Microsoft's plan. Because think about it. Because that goes hand in hand with their xCloud service too as well. So regardless of that, I think Game Pass has always been fucking part of Microsoft's agenda regardless of how well fucking Game Pass sells or not. I mean, for fuck's sakes, Halo 5 sold well. Gears fucking 4 sold well. The Forza games kind of fell under the radar after the third game came out. But I don't think Game Pass has anything to do with the fact of gamers not buying their shit. there's other consistencies as far as problems go. There's fucking that Microsoft just didn't have there. Like, what studios did Microsoft have before they bought these acquisitions out? Nothing. And their last studio that they bought out was fucking Rare, dude. And that was back fucking the beginning of the OG Xbox. So how could you go an entire generation when you have technically, what, 3 titles under your fucking belt? Meanwhile, when they first fucking started off last generation on the 360 era, they had some decent titles. Cameo was pretty solid. Perfect Dark Zero was garbage. Viva Pinata was definitely severely underrated. But then when they got shifted over and moved on fucking Kinect titles, man, fucking everybody stopped giving a shit at that point. First party is not Microsoft's fucking strong point. That's their weakest point. But third party fucking exclusives is their fucking main point that actually makes Microsoft afloat throughout the generation. Go look at last gen. Out of all the games Microsoft released under their first party offerings, last generation included their Kinect titles. Halo and fucking Halo, Forza, and Gears were the 3 that sold the most for them. Everything else, no, that is their problem, bad latency. That's exactly their problem. Microsoft cares too much about what their investors want. Not even that, Spartan. Shit. It's not even the fact of Microsoft outbeating fucking Sony. It's the fact that Microsoft fucking just doing good throughout the course and keeping a fucking steady heartbeat throughout the entire course of the generation. I mean, for fuck's sakes, despite the fact that the PS3 had a shitty fucking launch with this high price fucking price point, Microsoft had it even fucking worse. Look at all the RRDs that happened last gen that plagued that fucking console last generation. But people still went out and bought that system. And that still preferred that system. Even after the goddamn price drop of the PS3. Hell, I didn't even get my hands on a PS3 until 2010. The thing of it is, man, it's like Microsoft's fucking strong point, dude, man, is not their first party offerings, dude. It never has been. It's always been their third party exclusive shit. Yo, what's up, Jemiah? What's up, Ian? And I've always told people, too, that do I think that it's fucking terrible that Microsoft releases their games now fucking day and date on PC? No, not at all, because it's a smart fucking move. And they should have been doing this ever since the OG Xbox days. And again, for the 50 billionth fucking time, they tried and they fucking failed. But this time around, they found a way behind it. It doesn't even matter if Microsoft loses the fucking... And they didn't even lose that much anyways to begin with. At least if the NPD numbers stand correctly on how many units fucking both consoles sold. They only lost by like, what, 3-4 million? Woo, that's a big loss. But at the end of the day, Microsoft doesn't give a fuck about that. The thing is, what I'm telling you is what made the 360 fucking keep pumping last generation, man. It's because of all the fucking exclusive shit they got. No, I didn't see your tweet there, Rich, man. I haven't been on fucking Twitter in a couple of days, dude, outside from just, going into the fucking roundtable chat. That's about it. This time around, when you have a new person like Phil coming in, and you got him fucking not wanting exclusive like deals like what Sony did with fucking Call of Duty and shit like that, with like a fucking certain mode being unlocked behind that console for an entire year. That's the shit that he doesn't like. He doesn't hate the fact about getting fucking third-party exclusive games. Should that be the case, then what the fuck would happen? Look at all the indie titles that come out on Xbox fucking first. You know what I mean? He's not against that shit. And again, most people, of course, don't read into context because they don't know how to fucking do that shit. But at the same time, that's the problem right now that's Microsoft is suffering from right now. They can't get any of the actual marketing deals for half the goddamn shit that Sony can because Sony's doing it right. You played it smart this fucking generation, dude. I don't know. Go ask Nintendo fans, dude. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Bad latency. Exactly. I appreciate that comment, Burner, man, but I don't care about YouTube like fucking like a lot of people do, dude. YouTube right now is just an afterthought for me until I get back on my feet, dude. A lot of dumb decisions were made, though. I do agree. There was a lot of things that were fucking said early on in this generation that Microsoft promised that did not come into fruition as hoped. Like the whole cloud gaming stuff. Yeah, there were a couple games that launched, like Motorsports fucking 6 that launched. We all remember the cardboard cutout fucking crowd. We all remember that shit. And whatever the case would be, I get all that. But here's the underlying thing, though, man, is that people don't see the context as to why that cloud thing did not take off, man. Because as soon as Epic bought that shit out, Microsoft was fucked. Why do you think they came out with their own goddamn fucking cloud technology? There's your servers and shit. Not many games utilize that outside from what? Crackdown 3, and we already know how that fucking floated out. We already know how shitty that fucking came in to be. It's fascinating to me, Jemiah. Should be told. It really is fascinating, man. Ian. Yo, Ian. That's what I wanted to ask you. Ian, if you got Game Pass, bro, go and download this game. Fucking Hunter Call the Wild. Because you and I can fucking play this shit together, bro. Cooperatively wise. Well, hopefully you'll be able to play it together with my hotspot on. I can't really say for sure that will be a possibility, but it might be a possibility. Good morning, Drastic. Yo, why you gonna talk shit there, fucking Rich, about my homie like that, bro? So what, Nintendo ignoring Mario Kart Tour reviews? Oh, I'm not surprised by that, Spartan. I would not put it past Nintendo for doing that shit. Not at all. People that say the Switch is better than the Wii U, I'm like, please drink bleach. I've always, hey man, like I said, man, I like the Wii U, man. I had my fair share of fun with it, dude. Fucking and shit like that. Yeah, it wasn't great as far as third party content goes. I agree, but fuck that noise, dude. There was definitely Nintendo had a lot of great first party shit that came out for that system, dude. A lot of great stuff, man. I don't ask for the fucking likes there, Burner. That's the thing. You could ask anybody in my chat. I never ask for likes and fucking on my video, dude. Trust me, I never ask for likes. I don't take YouTube serious, dude. I used to on my older channel, back when I was known as Barriger29, but and plus I have my likes and dislikes disabled, man, because that's how much I don't give a fuck about them. I appreciate that, Burner. I really do, trust me, but yeah, like I said, everybody that knows me in the chat, dude, man, they know that I don't give a fuck about fucking YouTube, man. They know I just come on here and fucking just talk shit. But you know, it's funny that you say that, Spartan, but you all remember that fucking Nintendo quality, fucking seal of quality approval shit? And yet, look how many games that came out for that fucking, for the NES and SNES, those two generations, man, that were not up to quality at all. And again, quality is subjective. And like I was saying before, Spartan, dude, there's a lot of people out there that actually think that quality only stems out of AAA or Sony IPs, which is a fucking bullshit fucking lie. Bullshit fucking lie. Sony, yes, definitely has quality for sure. Absolutely. But AAA third party? Now that's fucking funny. That is fucking funny as shit. I would hold your tongue if I was you there, bad latency. No offense, brother. I can somewhat see where you're coming from, though, to an extent, but to sit there and say that they got massive? No. Definitely not. What game is on the screen? Hunter Call the Wild. The best hunting game that I've ever played in my life. By a fucking mile, the best hunting game I ever played in my life. Already owned the bitch on PS4, but I'm playing it on Xbox now too as well. Doesn't look awful. It looks better than the majority of shit that you're fucking playing, Smart. What the fuck are you smoking, dude? They got hunting simulators now? Yeah. Why wouldn't they have hunting simulators? They've been around for fucking generations, my guy. Where the fuck have you been? Under a rock? The graphics look. How does this game look bad? Are you guys blind? Holy shit. It doesn't even look better than Sea of Thieves or State of Decay. Okay, now I know you guys are definitely fucking doing shrooms or something, man. Ecstasy or some shit. It looks low budget. Okay. It looks like Canada. Fuck you, Spartan. It's funny that you actually say that too as well, because there actually is a map, fucking DLC one, that actually does take place in Canada, actually. I definitely need to get my fucking hands on that map too as well. It looks like a Game Pass fucking game, $1. Motherfucker, dude, it was on PS4. It's been out fucking for, what, 2 years now. The fuck are you talking about? Nova Scotia? No. Not this map, though. Monster Hunter? I'm not sure. You'll have to ask somebody that actually put more time into it than I have. Oh, fucking A. God damn it, Ian. You say they've been making hunting simulators for years. I only know duck hunting, that's old. You never heard of the actual Cabela titles at all? I mean, shit, don't even get me started on all the actual hunting simulators that were on PC throughout the course of the last fucking 20 fucking plus years. Jesus Christ. Have I beaten the Gears 5 campaign? Oh, I don't know. Spartan, did I not beat that shit twice? Once fucking normal and once on insane with fucking sick? And Jemiah before Jemiah bailed on us? Yes, to answer your question there, Rich, yes, twice I have. You just downloaded what? Bernie, did you download this game? You haven't beaten it yet there, fucking Rich? What the fuck, dude? Oh, Monster Hunter. Okay, okay, okay. That's what I kind of figured. That's the reason why you asked that question. Yeah, you might like Monster Hunter there, Burner man. It's not a bad game. Oh my god. If you think that Gears 5 feels like a dollar game, dude, man, then shit. Then fucking that's the best dollar I ever spent in my fucking life, dude. God damn. That's the kind of quality that we're gonna get out of fucking Gears going forward, dude. Shit. Microsoft, man, I applaud you. I fucking applaud you, man. God damn, make more games like that. Jesus Christ. What microtransactions though? That's the thing. Well, you know what those microtransactions are? Useless crap. That's all it is. That's all it really actually is on that fucking store, dude. Garbage ass shit that people are fucking buying, dude. Which boggles my fucking mind. Like, really, dude, you spent $10 on this shit? You're a fucking idiot. And yet the switches sound like fucking Coda Candy Crack, Brett, whether you like it or not, buddy. How am I making it sound unique? I'm not making it sound unique. You're making it sound like I think that I make it sound like it's fucking unique. The fuck are you smoking, bro? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I have a question for you guys. Since we're all worried about microtransactions when it comes to Game Pass fodder, right? So what's going to happen when Wasteland 3 drops? And Wasteland 3 has no microtransactions anywhere in sight. Not even a storefront, none of that shit. Or what if Outer Worlds has none of that crap either? How are they going to recover the fucking fruits of their labor on that shit? Or better yet, when a game that does come out, that's only on Game Pass and on Windows fucking Game Pass as well, that has no microtransactions in sight, how are they going to recover from that? I mean, Sea of Thieves, right? Sea of Thieves drops day and date, shitty fucking game, but yet not until the last update they finally came out with microtransactions. So how the fuck did a game like Sea of Thieves recover all of its fucking funding when it had nothing of value at all for you to buy fucking with real life money outside from just fucking paying $2 for a game? Or better yet, look at fucking State of Decay 2. Now, I bought the Ultimate Edition of State of Decay 2. Well, I think that was Gippet to me. Yeah, it was Gippet to me. Fucking no microtransactions in sight on that game. Where are the microtransactions for fucking State of Decay? That game was there day and date. So that game had to have something to recover the actual funding for that project, right? But yet nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. If a game on Game Pass has no microtransactions, it's either 2A, it's a known IP, it's cheated out fucking less than double A game, Fatal. So what you just said makes no sense. Makes no fucking sense, Rich. Think about what you just said, right? It's a cheated out less than double A game. That makes no sense. That makes no sense, though, Rich. Think about what you just said. It makes no fucking sense. So how did Sea of Thieves survive for fucking an entire year without any microtransactions in sight? Almost 2 years, for that matter. With no microtransactions whatsoever in sight. Up until this point. So what the hell did it do for the first fucking year? Or why are people still playing State of Decay to this day? That has nothing in sight outside from proper DLC that you come to expect from any other game. That these developers are still investing money into to make the game even fucking better. They just dropped a new DLC pack that was free for everybody. That adds more content to the game. But yet, where's their microtransactions though, Rich? I don't care if you like the game or not. That's not even the point that I'm asking. My point that I'm directly asking you is where are the microtransactions to keep the game afloat? If Undead Labs is still making content for that game, they have to have some kind of money somewhere. Where's that money coming from? Doesn't matter if it's still a number of people are playing or not. They're fucking rich. That's not the point. Because I can say the exact same thing for the fucking first game when the first game didn't even have multiplayer at all. But again, I ask, where is these developers coming up with this money out of thin air? If there's no way to make money back off of it, like think about it. Like they have to be making money somewhere, dude. If they're still making content for this bitch. What's that saying? Oh. The silent Bob of gaming feels better now that he had his cup of tea. Yo, Jamal, you remind me of a fucking less annoying version of Spartan. When you talk to yourself in a third person perspective like that, less annoying than the way Spartan does it. What's up, El Matador? No offense, Spartan. You know I'm just messing with you, buddy. That's why they can't make a single player focused game. Look at Naughty Dog. Fucking, they stripped out the multiplayer. Fucking, to make a single player much better. They can do things like that. Dude, it doesn't even matter. In fact, it's actually worse for a game that's multiplayer because you got to keep that fucking server going. You know what I'm saying? That server does not fucking cost them fucking nothing to build and to make. They're fucking cucumber guy. Think about it. You have more you got to fucking do and shit. If I can go on the game right now and launch the game and connect to somebody randomly, dude, there's people that are still playing it. I don't care if it's only like fucking 2,000 or 3,000 people. I don't give a fuck who's playing that shit. The point of the matter is that how are they still making money while yet maintaining and keeping the actual fucking servers alive? Not only that, fucking still giving us content to play. The other day, I watched the last fucking dev blog on Undead Labs. And they're already talking about their next expansion pack after what they just fucking released. They just fucking released that Hearthlock shit. Or whatever the fuck it's called. A story-driven fucking narrative fucking DLC. And they still got another big DLC on the way out. So how the fuck is this game still making money? Where's this money coming from? They have no way of making it back. So, according to your guys' logic, where's this money coming from then? Oh, okay. So if some of them are buying the actual game, the actual copy of the game, then can we not say the same thing for fucking Gears 5? Or does that rule not apply to Gears 5? I love that logic, man. No, I never said anything about Sea of Thieves being better than Titanfall 2 there, Jurassic. I don't know where the fuck you even came up with that analogy or that logic to even begin with, my guy. Doesn't matter if no one's touting it or not there, Smart, even though I do agree that they should be. Fucking, especially if those people like that game. But still, it's like, where's this money coming from if these games are supposedly not, nobody's buying this shit? Like, they can't pull money out of their ass. But does it though? Like, what quality? Okay, what is missing out of Gears that doesn't make it a Gears game? Like, there's more content in this Gears game than any Gears game to date. And you would think that if it was meant to be for a service like Game Pass, there would be nothing in there. Escape mode wouldn't be there. The Horde mode would be dumbed down as shit. The campaign sure the fuck wouldn't have been as long as it was. That's actually a good question there, Spartan. It doesn't have war in the name. I see what you did there. But again, like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, if Gears 5 was that bad of a game, right? Then it would have less content than the previous Gears game had. When Gears 4 never dropped on Game Pass day and date. But it doesn't matter if it's not new or not. If anything, you're just proving my point even fucking more. That I've been touting now for the longest fucking time. Like, come on, man. Do it like now. Now that doesn't change the fact that do I want to see Gears 5 fucking sell well? Yeah, of course I do. But we'll never know because Microsoft's never going to share numbers. We can only go based on what the numbers that we saw in the UK. And I fucking guarantee you that when the NPD numbers come out for the the top 20 selling games for fucking the month of September, where do you think Gears 5 is going to land on that list? If Gears 5 is not in the top 10 or not at least in the top 20, then yeah, there you go. We all heard that. But yet, have we seen a single number bracket for Days Gone yet? I think Spartan God pointed that out. He's like, we always hear that Days Gone sold well, but we have yet to see a single fucking goddamn number for that yet. Exactly, Spartan. That's what I'm trying to figure out. If Days Gone sold so well, where the fuck are the numbers? Why Sony would have touted that shit by now? They did it with God of War, on fucking Uncharted, fucking what do you call it there? Horizon, fucking Spider-Man, but they're not doing it with Days Gone. Why is that? Yeah, but where are the numbers though? Yeah, that could be smart. That might be why. I don't know. We can only speculate this time. Let Microsoft make a AAA single player only new IP and put it on Game Pass without any microtransactions. They will not do it. I bet my life on that. But they already fucking plan on to doing it though. They're already planning on it already. I mean, what if Fable comes out, right? Fable doesn't have any multiplayer, no microtransactions in sight, and that game launches on Game Pass day and date. What are you going to say then? You'd be saying the exact same shit that you're saying now. Giving me fucking excuse after excuse. Or speculation, sorry, I should say. Speculation. I don't want to say excuses, but I'll definitely say speculation. I'll say speculation, because excuse is definitely not a valid word to use there. Because we just don't know. We just don't know. And it doesn't fucking help when Microsoft keeps their fucking mouth shut too on top of that. But remember though, Rich, you gave me fucking flack. You gave me so much fucking flack. Jokingly wise, but I'm just going to bring this up for the fuck of it. You shat on me in a joking way. Fucking that the Gears 5's campaign was going to be fucking terrible. That it was going to be the shortest game in the goddamn fucking series. That the game was going to have lacking of content. And whatever the case may be, just because it was under a $2 fucking investment fee. But yet, none of that shit came into reality. Gears 5's campaign is fucking 2 times better than the campaign that was in fucking 4. And it definitely does not sheer fucking shy of content. But here's the thing, when you're playing that game though, fucking Rich, man, nobody cares. Nobody gave a fuck about that because the transitions between cutscene and the gameplay was flawless. It was so buttery smooth. But even still, it had a better story than 4. The campaign was longer than fucking 4. And the game has more content than fucking 4. How is that a downgrade? Vado sounds like a grandpa telling old tales of the old days. Fuck. Shit, sometimes I have to go on that kind of fucking, that totem with you guys, man, to get you guys to understand shit, man. Fuck. Like, I get it. Don't get me wrong, though, Rich. I get your perspective, man. But I'm just trying to piece it together in my head. And a lot of the things that you're saying makes no sense. All right, take it easy there, Rich, man. Thanks for popping up, buddy. I appreciate it, my home dog. No need to fucking apologize to you, man. You're a regular in my chat, motherfucker. How dare you say sorry? Get the fuck out of my chat, bitch. Don't want your American apologies in my chat. Get the fuck out. Nah, I'm kidding. Later on there, take care of yourself, Rich, buddy. Like, I don't know. It just seems a little odd. It just seems a little weird to me, man. That, like, games like, Stay Decay go up there. Met with a lot of criticism. Fair criticism. I do agree with you on that. But yet, fucking, they're doing perfectly fine. Still making more content and stuff. Developers are happy with the outcome of the game. All the fixes that have been added to that game. All the new content. Hell, even I still fucking play it to this day. Like, I love State of Decay 2. I love the idea behind it, man. The concept behind it. Now, with a bigger budget, they can make the game a hell of a lot fucking better. And also give it proper fucking dedicated servers on top of that, too, as well, to make the game function better. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, fucking, it's just like, man, not every game that's going to be released on GP from Microsoft Studios are going to be fucking like that. Yeah, they may not sell well, I do agree, because of the whole entire fact that you can just rent it and call it a fucking day and never have to worry about investing money into it, but fuck that noise. I'm still going to invest money into these devs, man, because I feel that these developers deserve the fucking attention that they deserve. Maybe not so much from fucking, from Microsoft's fucking bigger name studios themselves, because they've been kind of lacking this generation, especially with the Halo 5 and, what they've been doing with Gears, the direction that Gears went, but, like, it's going to be interesting to see how fucking things unfold next generation, man. That's what I want to know. That's what I'm curious to know, man. Like, if Microsoft is so adamant about fucking making their games, quality and shit, dude, man, and fucking, or at least attempt to make their games quality, but they don't care about the actual outcome of how these games fucking sell or not. They just want user engagement numbers. Fine, Microsoft, whatever you say. Whatever the fuck you say. Whatever the fuck you say, Microsoft. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, regardless of fucking, I sit there and talk a lot of shit, about Sea of Thieves. Hell, I'll download that in a fraction of a minute just to fucking see what new content gets added. Pique my curiosity. I still have fun playing that game. Jesus. I still can't believe my fucking stream is still going, dude, man, without my fucking shit popping up yet. Like, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Hold on. Gotta take another piss. Be right back. 1 second, guys. God fuck damn it. Excuse me. Ugh. Well, goddamn. There we go. What, is the PC version all fucked up there, Jemiah? Yo, Ian, you signed up the same day that I signed up for that shit. And the fact that you haven't got in yet, dude, just blows my fucking mind, dude. Damn, that sucks. Hell yeah, definitely get a refund for that, dude. At least for now, until they actually fucking improve the goddamn game on PC. Jesus. Goddamn. Have you played it there, Dallas? Like, did you actually get into it? I mean, I know we're not technically supposed to be talking about it, but... Well, no, actually, we're allowed to talk about it. We just can't take screenshots or video clips of it. That... I agree, Ian. PC Master Race, fuck out of here, dude. It once was before, but it no longer carries that. Fucking for me, it doesn't. Ugh. Just going off what I've seen, it's being fucking Ninja Theory. Yeah, well, don't let people persuade you into thinking that game plays like Overwatch, because it plays nothing like Overwatch. I wanted to play a Souls type game. Yeah, man, Code Vein, or Code Vine, however the fuck you want to say it, there actually looks pretty promising, dude. It looks pretty promising. It's funny that you say that, Spartan God, but watch when they come out with another fucking game similar to Hellblade, man. Oh, Ninja Theory is fucking awesome, dude. Ninja Theory is so good. Fucking fake ass motherfuckers. I really don't think it is Demon Souls, man. I really don't think that it is. Because when they came out there about a month ago and basically said that it's going to be a reimagining of a classic title, at that point, that shows me that it's definitely not Demon Souls. Motherfucker, man, I could say that fucking for months on end, dude. Yes, some of you guys are. Hellblade. Hellblade gave him all that praise. Eh. Could have sworn PlayStation was the platform supporting Ninja Theory. Then they booed up fucking with Microsoft. Even though their first game was originally on Microsoft's fucking own console on the OG Xbox there, Spartan. Shut up. Yeah, Burner. I remember Burner saying that shit. Sure they do. Doesn't matter if fucking Hellblade sold the most on the fucking Switch or fucking the PS4. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares. Fuck ass Xbox. Don't be salty there, fucking Spartan. God, Jesus Christ. Get over yourself. No, my phone can't run it. My phone's not compatible with the new Mario Kart game. No, well, that's. I mean, dude, Hellblade to me was a fucking phenomenal game from beginning to end, dude. I really, really cherish that game a lot. Did a flippy? No, motherfucker. If I was using a flip phone, dude, would I be streaming on my phone right now? No. No, you don't. Not after the abysmal Odyssey that came out. Fuck that game. Uh, oh, so now fucking Hellblade's not that very good of a game now because now that Microsoft owns Ninja Theory, that's beautiful logic. Not saying from your perspective there, Spartan, because you've always been adamant about fucking Hellblade to begin with. That it was before Microsoft got him. But I mean, if that be the case, then that is beyond retardation. Beyond retardation. I don't give a fuck. I love Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Then you like mediocrity, dude. What can I tell you? Sony hasn't bought Remedy yet. I'm pretty sure they're not going to now after Control fucking bombing like a motherfucker. Yeah, no, I have to side with Spartan on that one. I'm pretty. Nah, I don't want to see fucking Sony pick up fucking Remedy, dude, because fucking. I mean, it sucks to see that Control didn't sell for shit. That just tells you a lot. Hey, nah, they definitely want to see Ready at Dawn fucking go with Sony, dude. We need a sequel to fucking The Order, man. Come on now. Even I myself, Spartan, won't argue that. Fuck that. No, Sony needs to pick that company up like pronto, dude. Pronto! Numbers of what? You talking about Control there, Jemiah? If so, I can only go based on the fact that it didn't even make the top 20 in the